this couple climbed to the top of the Empire State Building. And like the actual top, like the antenna, like where it ends. The most dangerous part to climb is what they climbed. I just want to stress this. So they climbed the Empire State Building and they let this flag loose. And the flag said, when the power of love beats the love of power, the world will know peace. And there were like 5, yeah, sure, yeah, you can. There were like 5 minutes there where people were wondering what this was about, because this is not something that happens every day. You may have a flag on you, you may have a message that you want to get out, but climbing the Empire State Building doesn't occur to most people. Activists or not. Even if you suggested it, they'd be like, maybe like a YouTube banner or something. And so then no one really knew what it was about. Some people thought maybe it was some sort of like protest of the administration. Some people thought it was specifically some sort of ICE protest or something. And then they climb back down, not all the way down, just down to the almost top of the top. They climb to right below the antenna, and then one of the climbers proposed to the other climber. And, you know, she clearly said yes, jumping around, hugging and everything. And I wasn't in New York when it happened, but I can gather from social that everyone saw that and went, ugh. Because it quickly went from a potentially ambiguous political statement to like, oh wait, did y'all climb just for everyone to see your proposal? Like some of my friends were so mad. Some of my friends were so mad because they plan on proposing this year. I'm not gonna say which friends, but I have a couple friends plan on proposing this year and they were like, oh! That's not fair. Because you gotta understand, every proposal that seems even slightly accessible becomes a competition with your proposal. So now there are dudes that are like, I gotta outdo the top of the Empire State Building. Because here's the thing, you can go to what they call the top of the Empire State Building. You can do that on a tour. You just go up in the elevator and they'll give you a tour and they'll be like, hey, here's the history of the building. Isn't this so fascinating? And then you can get to the top. It's not the top, but it's like the observation deck, right? And there have been people who have proposed at the observation deck. And so I can only imagine if there was somebody who got up that morning and was like visiting New York City, you know? Like, it's a beautiful summer and everything. Sunny outside. I planned something for us, babe. And then she's all excited. She's like, you planned? Yeah, I planned something for us. And then he doesn't even tell her what it is. He's like, just get in the taxi. Let me whisk you away. And then they get to the Empire State Building. She's like, oh, I've always wanted to go. Oh, this is amazing. I've always wanted to do this. And you know, we're from a state that's flat, so we can't. I can't even imagine how high it is up there. And then they start, you know, taking the pictures, because you can take a picture as soon as you get in there that they give you later. It's almost like a ride. And then they take that elevator up to observation deck. Maybe he even paid extra to go to the top part that they don't tell you about when you go to the top, and just a little extra top, you know? They get that VIP experience, and then they're standing there, and she's like, wow, look, that's Central Park. Look, that's our hotel. It's so low. Look, the sky. Feel like I could touch it. And then he's like, yeah, this is the moment, because The thing about a proposal that you want to remember it forever. And maybe those thoughts are going through his head. Like just when you see how excited she is and how happy he's making her just by having a plan. Just like a single. How happy she is. He's like, yeah, this is it. She's the one. She's absolutely the one for me. I can't believe I got so lucky. And then, he reaches in his pocket. And then he hears a scream. He hears a scream because someone has noticed a couple climbing the antenna. To the top of the tip of the Empire State Building. And he's like, uh-oh, is that a terrorist? Because they were wearing black, they had their faces masked up, that's some terrorism. Okay, well, in case something happens, maybe I should do it now anyway. And then he sees them unfurl that banner, and it says, the power of love beats the love of power, the world will know peace. And he's like, oh, okay, so not terrorism, all right. Wonderful, wonderful. We can remember this moment because we'll be like, hey, remember the time that those two protesters were like, and then we were like, that's us, we love each other more than we love, but we don't have any power. And just as he's about to kneel, he hears another scream because one of the climbers just proposed. He couldn't have thought that they were going to propose when he was going to propose, or else he probably would have been watching them like fall, 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 fall. Come on, it's windy, it's windy, it's windy, it's windy. Yep. I saw the foot slip. Come on, fall. But then that guy kneels down and he sees him propose to her. And he had to be thinking in his head, why couldn't it have just been terrorism? This is...